A month has gone by, another PowerPoint has been made. Armin steps up, ? Attack on Titan chapter 132. 132 last minute predictions. 132. I keep thinking I'm fucking that up, but it's true. 132 is the upcoming chapter. We got a short little PowerPoint. Last minute predictions, always shorter than the chapter reviews. Minty spamming in chat. I'm sure other people are too. But let's fucking get into this. If you want to be live and in chat, and if there's something you disagree with that I say in this video, if you're in Twitch chat, which we're currently live in, you could shit talk in Twitch chat. Look at them. They've got a superiority complex, this fucking Twitch chat. Look at Blanket saying, fuck YouTube. Did you see the volume 32 cover? Looks okay. It's predictably the Alliance in it. I think I saw it, but I can't remember it right now. Fleur saying YouTube sucks. All his homies hate YouTube. He's got a point, you know. But there's like 8,000 YouTube viewers every month, and currently 10 Twitch viewers. But we did have some stream complications. Chat wasn't on screen. To the YouTube audience's dismay, chat was not on screen, so we had to take a little fucking tangent in the stream to fix that. But let's move the fuck on here and get into the actual talking points we've got for our shitty little PowerPoint. Are we getting a confrontation between Armin and younger Eren? And another little question mark. Last month there was an interesting development after the chapter, in the chapter, where it seemed like Armin was about to confront younger Eren in the Paths dimension, but quickly we cut back to the ship so Armin and Annie could have their ship moment to close out the chapter. Haha. Somebody say it. Double meaning. But here we go. We saw this little image here, and we thought, oh, what's the fuck's going on here? Armin's in the Paths realm, looking at little Eren here. What's going on with that? What's up with that? But I had a rather popular tweet earlier this week. 9 likes, no biggie. Could have more likes once this goes live if you follow the fucking Twitter. I think we're at like 120 Twitter followers. Pretty big. Not gonna lie. I think we've got more Twitch followers than... Twitch is nearly at 200. I know. Impressive. So we've outgrown even Twitter, which is fun. The global assholery is here, and he's shit-talking YouTube. But yeah. Whatever the fuck. I got distracted for a second looking at chat. Never do that. I got 9 likes speculating that maybe we would see a similar situation play out as chapter 122 in the upcoming chapter, where younger Eren in place of younger Ymir is confronted and convinced by current Armin in place of, at the time, current Eren to abandon something they've always believed in. Ymir, when Eren made the appeal to her, she was the younger one, Eren was the older one. We remember chapter 122, like when Attack on Titan peaked. Remember that? Where she was convinced to like give up her selflessness and give in to the hate that she actually secretly felt the entire time for humanity, instead of being this paragon of virtue, just sink down to Eren's level and be like, well, fuck this shit, blow it all up, I'm sick of trying to help these idiots. And this time, maybe, in this conversation, Eren will lose his obsession with freedom, or whatever it is that's motivating him to be crazy and kill everybody right now. It would be a neat little parallel. I don't know how likely it is, but it would be a neat parallel, I say here, to round out the slide here. I don't know, I think this is a neat little idea, but because I thought of it, it means it won't happen. I've come to understand this with all of Attack on Titan. If you predict something beforehand, at least if you're me, it's never going to be that. It'll be something good, it'll be something I'm satisfied with, but I don't think it'll be that. Though it was a weird tease here of like, Armin still embodies the dream that younger Eren had without all the cynicism like Eren would develop as he like grows up, and to just think that the world has to be destroyed for his own survival and for the survival of his friends. And Armin obviously stands against that, as we've demonstrated in the last entire arc. So them sort of having the same dream and Armin appealing to younger Eren, that's symbolic of the Eren that used to exist, of Eren's core dream, of the idealistic childlike dream he once had to see the outside world, to get that scene, the look of that scenery, the freedom. They relate on this thing, and maybe he could convince the younger Eren in Eren, and then the older Eren would be convinced, because it's symbolic and shit. They're the same person. But we'll see. Has chat got anything interesting to say about this idea that they've definitely never heard before? Their dream was never the same from the start, though. Well, they both wanted to go and see the outside world. Is what we're talking about. It was made clear in chapter 184 that, and even clearer in 90. Why, Minty? Go on. Also, YouTube audience, I was the one proposing that stuff first. Don't listen to Carl. Remember me instead. Join me. I'll create a new cult. And ain't doing shit. Chat's looking about some other shit. Chapter 126 is peak Attack on Titan. True and based. But it was rushed, bro. Maybe in hindsight, but yeah. They always had a similar dream, or are we just saying that Eren... Again, we need to reread Attack on Titan to understand anything, but I'm going to wait until it's done at this point. I'm waiting for Minty's explanation. He's got a fucking paragraph coming. 84 is when Eren admits he just had hate in his heart and wanted revenge for his mother, and he wanted freedom to see the outside world, but wasn't interested in the scenery. Or wasn't the them wanting to go outside, that was like their original goal before Eren's mother had even been eaten in chapter 1. They were like, oh, fascinated with this book. Because originally Eren is just sitting there like, fucking mouth breathing, and Armin comes up to him one day with this book and is like, this shit's pretty cool, my parents are going to go and see it, but then they got killed by the military police. Hilarious. But whatever. I think that's what they're going to appeal to before this started. The inciting incident for everything that's happened is Eren's mother getting killed. So if previous to that, Eren was interested in the outside world, because it's like an original point in Attack on Titan, right? The walls were like keeping him away from the outside world and keeping him away from stretching out his arms, figuratively, of course, so he could go and see whatever he wanted to do. He was just told to stay inside because it was safe, and he couldn't accept that. That's the whole chapter 1 thing. And then in 90, that's the whole point with the seashell and its symbolism. Well, I thought it was more symbolic of like Eren's lost his way. And Armin, I guess we could say Armin was always true to that idea, and Eren's going to realize that he was misunderstanding how to like achieve that goal in this thing. Whatever, we're moving on here. Only like 100 sighting incidents in this manga. Well, in chapter 1, that's the thing that starts Eren's whole thing. I guess you could say, well, Grisha started the story, which is a big thing in the series, but like the backstory stuff, like. Would you say that the inciting incident for Naruto is Naruto getting put in the fox and the 4th Hokage dying? Or is the inciting incident Obito attacking the village that night? Or is the inciting incident Madara saving Obito when Obito dies in the war, but not really? Or is the inciting incident when Kaguya comes down from a weird space, whatever the fuck the bullshit at the end of Naruto was, and it's revealed that chakra is from aliens? Like, I don't know, you could go back and say fucking... Big Bang was the inciting incident for everything, but I think it's the chapter 1 stuff. The pigs, Grisha taking out Faye, Armin inspiring Eren in the outside world, the walls being broken. This is leading to an Eren made Dina eat Carla. Maybe. That's the ultimate, like, coming full circle time loop thing, is if Eren, he's responsible for that inciting incident, and he and some time bullshit guided Dina, because that's always been the most nebulous thing in Attack on Titan, of like how coincidental. There's 2 very coincidental things in Attack on Titan. Now, I don't give a fuck about coincidences. If these are never explained, I don't think any less of the story. We've argued about coincidences a million times with a million fucking shitters in chat trying to talk shit. But there's 2 big coincidences, right? The fact that Dina found her way to Carla, which they've tried to explain so far as just like she wanted to find Grisha, and she could smell Grisha on Carla and Eren or some shit, and she found her way to Carla and eats her and all that shit. And the other explanation is how Dina was in the exact right moment in chapter 50 for Eren to punch her hand and for the coordinate to get activated. For the first time, yeah. Well, not the first time, but whatever. For the first time, Eren does it. And if we can somehow make it that Eren put him in that position with some weird time shit, that would explain away those moments. 2 big coincidences, Dina eating Carla and Annie eating pie. True. The biggest coincidence in all of Attack on Titan is that Annie eating pie joke. It just doesn't fit in Attack on Titan. I'm wagging my fucking finger here. Imagine if it's true when Eren people will keep cheering for Eren. I think they're gone at this point. I think the hardcore I love Eren people will they're fully on board at this point. Sunken cost fallacy. They've come this far. They ain't going anywhere. I saw it as she was seeking Grisha and anybody related to him out. She only approaches Carla once Aaron is already there. But it doesn't really make sense because she does eat Carla. She doesn't eat Bert. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, because that could tie into it. Because there's specifically something made. Like, the story freezes for a second to emphasize that Dina like should have eaten Bertolt, but she walks past and just walks in. And again, that could just go into this weird throwaway explanation Sam is kind of given about how she's drawn to Carla because Grisha's around, or that's Grisha's house, or whatever the fuck. Because she has the line before she gets pushed off the wall by Gross about, I'll come and find you no matter what. But yeah. Quite coincidental, but there we go. Imagine if she ate Bert in that AU, whatever that means. Didn't they explain that no matter where Grisha was, Dina would find him? Yeah, but that's not an explanation, right? That's it's just some stupid shit she said. And Aaron has his blood, so it makes sense. That doesn't make sense at all. Blood doesn't mean anything. Blood doesn't give off some sense thing that Titans can sense, I don't think. The Annie thing was pure coincidence. Fleur, we were joking about the Annie one, all right? We've defended the Annie one plenty already. And then we'll have the memory of her looking at Bert in 130. Sorry about 132, not 130. And shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Fuck you, Minty. Pure coincidence. Kill myself. Threaten to kill yourself. Not allowed in the chat. Somebody ban Minty. We've got 2 whole chapters of Aaron, so this must be an Alliance chapter, right? We're having this discussion before stream when we were making the PowerPoint on stream. Maybe not. Maybe we are getting a whole nother Aaron chapter. Because there are still some things. We got to see Aaron's perspective on the I've always hated you scene. Somebody in chat pointed out. I can't fucking remember. I'm sure they'll be throwing a hissy fit right now. It was probably Minty or maybe Fleur. I can't remember. But we do still need Aaron's perspective on certain things. Not every single thing has been explained. The wider truth about Aaron and his character has been explained. His motivations have been explained at this point. But there's still room for more. I don't know if we're saving that for the very end or for the next chapter will be it again. This is a joke. Obviously, I'm trying to make Aaron people mad by talking about how this must be an Alliance chapter because they're so much more interesting. Which I half believe, I guess. But I'm fine if it's another Aaron chapter. When I wrote the PowerPoint, when I did the scaffold for the PowerPoint, I was far more confident in this being another Alliance chapter. Because at the end of chapter 131, we did transition back to the Alliance with Annie and Armin. So I assume we're going to stick with them. But we'll have to fucking see. I don't know. This fucking chapter will be out in 5 days. Ask me then. You begged for it for so long, and the previous 2 chapters Isayama delivered big exposition dumps about Aaron, what he was thinking, and what his motivation was, but now we've got to get back to our boys, right? Again, at the end of last chapter, we got some Armin and Annie relationship building moments. Will this continue this chapter? How is Gabby holding up after her father's death? How is Falco reacting post first Titan transformation? How's Pierre holding up after nearly being ripped apart by our new Jaw Titan? Raina, Mikasa, Levi? So we got some things to speculate about here. I mean, it would make sense after Grisha was devoured by Eren, but Grisha wasn't devoured. Eren wasn't a Titan when his mother got eaten, right? He gets taken away like the night after that. Yeah, Minty's saying that now in chat. Pierre and Falco aren't going to have shit to say. They never do. That's why Peak's hot, you know? Doesn't speak. Haha. Sexist joke. But yeah, Minty's going on a big fuss about... Fuss? What the fuck does that mean? Fuss? What am I trying to say? Minty's crying because he doesn't think Falco gets enough development or focus. And he's throwing Piek in there now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Piek, I don't really know. Her aesthetic has always been most of her character and what everybody likes. There's not much depth there, but there doesn't really need to be. We understand her plight. She's got like a nice family. I remember her smiling at him one time. She's aloof all the time. Laziness, #relatable. So we all love her. Falco has to have something eventually. There's a reason why he got the Jaw Titan. That's going to play something big, both into his character dynamic and into the plot, I'm assuming. Otherwise, Porco could have just still been around. So we'll have to see how that turns out. I feel like we're not going to get more Annie and Armin ship stuff. I think Isayama has given us as much as he's going to give us regarding that. If we do get a flash forward at the end or something and they have kids, though they will be dead in 5 years. So that'd be a little irresponsible. I don't know, some orphan kids running around. You can go to Historia's orphanage. Or everybody's going to be dead, who knows. Gene, I don't know, he had his big thing, we've got to fight. I think Gene will probably die. I'm starting to come around on that, but I think it'll be in the final battle. I don't think it'll be, Flock here. But, Mikasa, we're saving, she can't really do anything until we get up to Eren. Maybe Ryan is going to go around to catch up with people, be like, Gabby, you okay? Falco, you okay? What's going on, Piek? Maybe, like, have a scene with Annie. There's still some resolution we have to have between those two. What the fuck's Connie up to? We got some catching up to do. Will Levi speak, give his opinion on something? What's he got to say? He's been silent this whole time. He's obviously a reason he's being brought along too. And maybe it's not a big action moment like some people are dreading. Hanji's around too. I'm still not sure how Hanji plays into everything, which makes me scared that she might die by Flock, which I hope not, but we'll see. Probably in an epilogue or something. Truly, Isayama loves dark comedy. True Connie even murdered in cold blood his best friends that he promised he would grow old with together. Well, he did that ages ago as well. No, it's Connie, bro. I don't know. I'm coming in on the back end of this chat conversation. I don't really have... fuck you, microphone. I don't really have much else to say here. There's big mysteries around all of these characters' futures. There's just not much to go on right now, since the last two chapters haven't been about them at all. Yelena's got to come around. Where's Zeke going? I don't know. We got fucking other slides about them. No, Hanji can't die, I'm cooming. True. Imagine thinking Flock is alive, but then the chapter will go ahead without him and you'll start thinking he's really dead, and then Isayama brings in... We're about to say all of that in the slide, Anne, so have fun. That's what he already did, Anne. Spit on my fucking screen. The Flock axe is hanging... Oh, hold on, we gotta read the title. If it's an Alliance chapter, Flock? The Flock axe is hanging over everybody's head right now. Everybody seems to be in agreement that he isn't dead. He isn't head. Oh no. And the speculation we've been running with for months is that he snuck aboard the ship and that he'll attack the Alliance and maybe kill somebody. But he's not actually dead, is he? Did Gabby get the kill shot? I don't think so. It was such like a weird, ambiguous, like the kill shot was a long shot and we got one shot of his face. I feel like we would have seen his like body if he wasn't dead. If you don't show the body, well then they have to be alive. That's what storytelling convention tells us, right? He didn't get gobbled up. This looks like the kid that died last chapter, doesn't it? Look at Gian back in the background here. I don't think he's dead. I think we're going to get a bigger kill thingy. I think he's probably snuck aboard the ship because that's the obvious thing to do. Who is the updated favorite for death? Updated favorite candidate for death? Who's the favorite for Flock to kill at this point? Does he take Falco hostage without realizing he's a Titan, which leads to some wacky hijinks? Jean/Hanji seem to be the characters people speculate he could kill. I still like my Eren idea. I remember a long time ago in one of these last minute prediction videos we talked about how maybe he just sneaks aboard and he's holding his wound and he's hiding in the fucking basement of the ship or whatever. They arrive where Eren is, they all get out. Flock does his big haha I'm still alive, and Eren kills him and says I didn't agree with this prick, he's mean. It goes with the trope of big bad guys killing their second-in-commands that get out of control, and you sort of refocus on the main bad guy. You've seen it all before. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Chat's going quickly. Detective stories conventions. I told him that, but he doesn't read chat. Well, I'm reading that chat, but I'm not reading the chat he's referring to in that chat. What do you think of Flock somehow getting hold of spinal fluid and transforming into a Titan on the boat just to fuck them? And not even hoping to eat a Titan shifter? That would be unironically fucking hilarious. To blow up the thing. Well, they're going to have to go on this fucking plane, right? And that plane looks small as fuck. I don't know if that plane can hold 13 people plus Flock. Flock still has his gear on, so he could, like, 3D maneuver his ass on the bottom of the thing or whatever. How's everybody going to get in that ship? Maybe it's bigger than I'm letting on. Maybe we just leave some people behind on the ship to make a getaway at the end. Anya Capon getting left behind, I could see that happening. Levi getting left behind, I could see that happening. We're going to get to this in another another slide. But we have to get the shot of a Titan shifter running out of a plane to transform and biting as they jump out of the plane. It's an action shot that must happen. It'll be epic and totally cool. So they have to get up in that plane. It's not like they're going to take the boat all the way. Though they are going to this place or whatever the fuck in the south part of Mali. So maybe there's more ships there and they're all going to fly up and attack Eren. I know what the fuck the plan is. Who cares? We'll see how it happens. Leave me the fuck alone. Strat saying anything. Where the Alliance are picked off. Magath dies in the Jaeger's battle. I was being sarcastic, so fuck you. I know what Blanket is talking about. Rock and Roll is here. Fuck, we forgot to bring up... Hold on. We gotta bring up Rock and Roll's fucking bingo sheet that he made for us. Oh no, don't show anything I didn't want to show. There's no bookmarks here. What did I do it? I just saved it. I just saved it to my fucking computer. I don't know if I want to show. Oh no, the YouTube audience is getting guts for a second. Here we go. This is it, right? Fuck, I nearly forgot. Why didn't somebody remind me? The file seems to be removed or renamed. How come I don't have the last minute predictions thing? What did Rock and Roll do? Rock and Roll, post the thing in chat so I can bring... Oh no, here it is. I think. Here we go, I got it up. Never mind. Everybody calm the fuck down. It's not an emergency. Get rid of this. Bring this up. Rock and Roll made this shit. I don't know where you can find it. I don't know if he gave us a link. But look at this shit. You got some fucking bingo shit going on here. So you got to write down one of these things about what we're going to get in the last minute predictions thing. Look, a little logo here. He didn't even ask to get paid for this. What a loser. He's getting exploited. And we figured out that you can't really win easily by putting Annie, John, who else is a likely candidate? Eren, Flock, and Levi in one line because we're going to see Eren and the Alliance together. So it's an interesting thing to put a thing here. So if we assume that it's an Alliance chapter, what would be the best way to get a bingo here? You got to put Annie here. No baby. Carla, get the fuck out of here. Grisha, you're dead. Lamau. Hansi been dead for ages. Carl, then you got your choice. New character Magath. This place, so that would be good too. So we have Annie and this thing, and the place they're going to. Shinganshi no Trust, your choice. Ymir, Zeke, Paths. Cameo, crossover, Rumbling. So we'll put Rumbling there. We've got 3 now. Casavia, spelt correctly. Willy, Vertebrae. Plane, I'll say that one. So now we've got 4 things. And then Armin. That's my 5, alright? Somebody remember that shit. Does anybody have a link? Are we going to give this to people, or are they just going to gawk at it and how cool it looks? Carl, you can do the 2-second work of editing this part out, but I know you won't. Why? I want to show this to the fucking YouTube audience. Fuck Minty, get him out of here. Something else dies from Flock. Someone drowns themselves, but I think the only people sort of confirmed for the plane is Onyekapon, who will pilot it. True, he does have to fly the fucking thing. I forgot about that. Though Kiyomi could fly it or whatever. Are there also like mechanics on the ship with them? I think there is, right? And Armin, who knows, is in it from the final audio. Lamau, final audio. They hang from the bottom of the plane while it flies with their gear. Oh, that's true. They could do that. But then they would see Flock, who's hiding underneath. I'm like, that makes no sense. It doesn't even matter if you're being sarcastic because the question wouldn't be if Gabby was accurate. We saw where she shot, so it has nothing to do with her. Talking about Flock surviving. Rock and Roll is linking it in chat, but I don't know how that... Well, I guess I could just copy the link over and post it in the YouTube comments. Hold on. Let me bring the OBS thing up. This is a little tangent for our... Fuck you. Let me fucking highlight this fucking thing, you stupid fucking OBS piece of shit. Some of that Australian road rage coming out. I think we got it. Hold on, there we go. Copy. And then we'll fucking paste it here. And I'll copy it over later. We'll try and put it in the comment section of the description box. Somebody remind me, but there we go. Back to our regularly scheduled program. It's a fun little thing. You can look at it. How many viewers we got? We're up to 12 viewers. We really fucked up with having to restart the stream. I was thinking about you frantically searching for the image dumbass problems. F. Kyle reading chat 10 minutes later. Fuck you. Ozzy yourself to say fuck, huh? I don't know. Say whatever the fuck I want. Do we finish this flock shit? He'll show up or something. Something will happen. That's how these last minute prediction videos usually be. Will the ship land and will the fight with Aaron be the cliffhanger for our chapter? We'll see. The ship is on its way to a specific location, Odiha. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to say that shit. And for plot reasons, we have to arrive there soon. We don't have that long left. Will we arrive by the end of chapter 132? And will the cliffhanger for this chapter be finally fighting against Aaron, or a different kind of confrontation than we were talking about at the beginning of the PowerPoint? Is it just going to be us talking with Aaron? We're going to talk with Aaron. Because the fight, I'm still not sure how it's going to go. I remember people were saying that long ago, and I always called them idiots. Are they really going to fight all the colossal titans? How is this even going to work? A titan shifter jumping out of a plane is something that must happen. We talked about that already. But true. Look at this nightmare fuel fucking titan over here. God, it's so fucking cool. Best titan design. It's not even a contest. Who's fucking putting up another titan against this titan design here? This weird horror movie backwards, back to front fucking looking, dangling. What do you call it when you're dangling from the strings? Whatever the fuck titan. With the long ass hair, the devil ears. But he's the good guy, bro. I'm cheering for him. It seems possible that it could finally be the chapter that they catch up, though I have said that the last 7 last minute predictions videos, true and true. I feel like that was like a 2012 thing, bro. Though. I don't know what he's talking about. Free Berries here. I saw he was one of our newest followers, so he's here in chat for the first time, I think. Talking, not thinking. It is toss to say car reading gives me cancer. Whatever. Fuck off, Minty. You're here every week. Chat doesn't seem to be saying anything too fucking hot here. Marianne Toette, whatever it's called. Yes, Marionette. That's what it is. See, I could think it in my brain, but you can't say it when you're streaming because your streamer brain is going 300 miles an hour. Can you believe there are pussies who went, I don't think that this Titan design, I don't like this Titan's design because it looks deformed, and I still think forming it can look like this. Yes, I fucking read that properly in my head, alright, I get it. This isn't Evangelion, flesh is not allowed. I wish it was Evangelion. Are they going to catch up with Eren next chapter? I don't fucking know. If Isama wants them to, they will. I trust him to pace it out properly. I'm not going to second guess. Well, they must get to him this chapter or we're wasting our time. I've got no idea about this chapter. What even is this PowerPoint? Who knows what the fuck's going on next chapter? Remember the last time we did this, we were sure it was going to be Alliance chapter this time last month, and it wasn't. He's got some fucking weird shit surprise for us, and that's why the chapter review will be fun. Hello, Mr. Zeke, there's somebody on the phone for you. True, look at this fucking prick sleeping all day. This image to the right was the state Zeke was in the last time we saw him, not in the paths dimension. Do you think our boy is okay? I predicted this before, but he's going to have a big return moment when it looks like our heroes have lost and he throws a boulder at Eren to save them and join our wonderful, morally justified alliance. But how the fuck is he going to get there? True again. God, I'm full of fucking great points today. How is this idiot going to get across the fucking continent to help him out? I think we talk about paths bullshit here that is probably going to help. Unless he's already on the plane and he's sneaking on with Flock too. Is he going to use weird paths magic stuff to transport himself to the location of the final battle? Is he still in the paths realm and he'll control that front of the battle? We've talked about that before in the last minute predictions video as well, I'm pretty sure. Or it was like maybe Zeke will launch the attack from the paths realm, fucking with this weird, what is he, royal blooded, whatever the fuck, and that's plot convenient because you can control certain shit. Maybe he'll do that stuff, and they'll fight on the ground. Will we even ever see him again? Probably because he got massive development with Grisha last time we saw him, and a new call to action. Grisha told him he has to stop Eren, so he's going to play some role in stopping Eren, or at least fail. Even if he fails, he'll have some big role in attempting to stop Eren as we come up to the finale here. It's about time. Zeke has been gone for 10 chapters, right? 122 was the last time we saw him. I'm 90% sure that's true. Unless he was in Pars. He was in the Pars realm in 123, right? We saw him lied out on the ground, fucking dying as Eren gave his speech. God, this is such a great. Remember when McGarth shot this fucking prick? Imagine if he killed him. Isayama doesn't have the fucking balls. His fucking spine's gone. How's he supposed to regenerate? I guess this part of his spine is still here. Someone could lick up this part here, and they could get his fucking Titan shit, right? What if you just what if you cut him open like this? Some prick comes along and licks his spine here, and there's some fluid there, and he ingests his fluid, and then Zeke heals. Do we have 2 Beast Titans now? Is there something in the lore that stops this from happening? I'm sure Minty will say it in a second. He said, fuck it, I can't hold back anymore. Is this a back pun that I'm looking down on from Minty? But Isayama has been sexualizing her this arc, even though she's still 16. Annie, is this true? I haven't seen any sexualization. Isayama is a Kuma. Didn't we talk about the chapter penis length one stream? We did. About Reiner's penis length. Somebody said they had figured it out. I think I clipped it. Now we're talking about ass. Yes, that was you, Flo says. I mean, I don't think his Titan design will change, but it could definitely keep going. I think we're talking about Eren's Titan design. Anne's having a fight with Minty. That slide was 15 minutes ago. Yeah. You brought up Reiner's dick. What about the Zeke shit? What happens? Minty, answer the question. What if somebody licks this fucking weird exposed part? Because there's still spine going on here. His neck's still attached. So if we tilted the camera here, we could probably see his spine. What happens if someone gives it a lick? Oh yeah, that spine thing reminded me of when people go, bro, the Titan Shifter's weakness is their spine. What are you, stupid? People said the same shit about the Nape. I'm not saying he's gonna die. I'm saying we could have 2 Beast Titans. What's to stop him? Well, I guess he's inside a Titan right now. So you'd have to, cut the Titan away as well. But he, gets out of it and grabs Eren's head. With this arm, presumably, because this one's still fucked up. Lacey used straw, your revenge, who licks a drink. At least use a straw, you savage, who licks a drink. True. I said it reminded me, Kyle, I wasn't talking about that you were the same. Whatever, fucking everything Minty says is accusatory in the subtext. We all understand this. Does anybody in chat have something enlightening to say before we end this off and leave the YouTube people? And leave them. I don't know, leave them to what? Leave them. Can you have 2 Beast Titans? Tongue action? True. Sometimes you just gotta use the tongue. Also, if it was me asking if there could be 2 Beast Titans, you would be groaning, going, who cares? Such a pointless detail. Yeah, well, it was a joke, Minty. Minty wouldn't have been joking, though. He would have been serious about it. Pretty cringe, bro. I think we're going to leave people off. No one wants to seriously engage with my very serious point about there being 2 Beast Titans if you give Zeke a lick there. Pretty sad. But the chapter will be out in the coming days. Chapter review will be out. Minty spamming as we're exiting here. Good point. So yeah, stick around for that shit. Maybe there'll be 2 Attack on Titan scripted videos out before the chapter review. That is becoming less and less likely as the digest video and the Syrup Village video keeps getting pushed back. There's scripted videos coming. Attack on Titan scripted videos too. Core themes and changing concepts in Attack on Titan, and maybe one about Eren being the antagonist, and then our potential fascist script that we've got coming up, and asking the question if Attack on Titan actually does have a fascist issue. The answer is no, but it might still make you mad. We'll see. But with that being said, come back for the chapter review. Support links in the description below. Thanks.